Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel 3Dist. Guys, in this video I'm going to show you how we can 3D model this part inside Autodesk Fusion 360. So here you can see that this is the 3D model that we are going to practice today. So please watch this video till the last because we are going to share lots of tips and tricks by using which you can be able to prepare this model in just few steps. Also, if you want to learn Fusion 360 for free, then I will strongly recommend you to go and check out our other playlist because we had made a very complete playlist where we had explained you about the detailed process of modeling any particular design. So we are going to practice this model today inside Fusion 360. Also, we are going to prepare a technical drawing for the same. So here you can see this is the technical drawing that we are going to prepare today of this particular model. So if you want to download this file for your practice, then you can go and check it out in the video description below. I had provided the link from where you can download the file. So without wasting much time, let's dive into Fusion 360 and start modeling the things. So now we are into Fusion 360. So first thing that we're going to do is we'll go on to the data panel over here and we'll go on to the right project folder. So this is our right project folder, and here I'm going to create a new folder first. So I will give it a name and I will just double click to open this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this file inside this exercise folder. So I will click on the save here and I will make sure that the location is correct and will rename it. I will give it a name exercise 7. I will write 07 and will press save. And here you can see my file got saved and renamed. So now what I can do, I can just close the data panel from here and we are into the sketch environment. So this is the reference technical drawing that we are using right now in our modeling process. So if you want to download this drawing, then you will able to find the link below in the description video. So go and check it out. And so what we're going to do is we are going to start with the basic shape. So the basic shape is this one, this 15mm thick rectangle. So I'm going to use this one. So here you can see it is 15mm thick and 60 by 60 length and width. So I will start with the sketch. I will click on the create a sketch tool over here and then we'll go on to the front view. And here you can see my sketch tools are active. At the instant I had selected my plane, the sketch tools are active. Now I'm going to the create panel over here and will activate our rectangle tool. This time I'm going to use the center rectangle tool. So I will activate this one and will select the center and will drag it like this. And will input the dimensions from my keyboard. So this one is 60 and the other is also 60. So I had shifted from that this tab to other tab just by pressing tab key on my keyboard and will press enter to accept the result. So here you can see this is my 60 by 60 rectangle, and now what I can do, I can just click on the finish sketch over here and I have to extrude this by 15mm. So I had selected the profile. I will drag it like this. So here is the box where I can provide the dimensions. So I will write -15. Since here you can see it is extruding towards your side. If you want to extrude on the other side, then you have to provide +15. So this way you can extrude your sketches. So instead of inputting dimension here, we can also input the distance here. So at both the places we can change our dimensions. So if you change it over here, it will get updated over here also. Here you can see. So I will just give 15mm extruder for now and will press OK to accept the result. Here you can see this is my basic rectangle. So we'll move on to our drawing. So the next thing that we're going to make is we're going to make this shape. So for that I'm going to sketch on this particular face of shape like this. So let's start doing before moving forward. I will check out the dimensions. So here's the dimension. It is 40mm and then the diameter is 60mm since the radius is 30. So 40 by 60. So I will move on to my sketch environment. I will select the plane. I will click on the create a sketch tool from here. Here you can see the plane is active. Now I will start creating things like this. So this time I want to create like this, and then I will create one more line like this, and I will create a circle over here that will be touching to both the points. So for now it is not tangent to both the lines. So what I can do, I can apply the tangent constraint between the circle and the line on both the directions. Here you can see. And now it is tangent. So what I can do now is I will just trim down the internal area that is not required. So I had activated this trim tool. I will just drag on the area that I don't need. So this was not working. So I will just press Ctrl Z and I will make sure that the circle is touching. So I will drag it towards forward like this. Here you can see now I think it is touching since I am able to click on this particular closed area. So here you can see now I will activate my trim tool. I will drag it like this to trim out the extra area, extra lines. And here you can see now I will provide the dimensions. So this one is 40 millimeters. So I will just write 40, and this one is radius 30. It is already taking 30 since the length of this particular rectangle was 30. So my sketch constraint, and few more things I have to check here is that I have to make a groove over here, rectangle groove. So that size is 10 by 25. So I'm going to make that. So I will just activate my rectangle tool from here. I will create a rectangle like this on both the direction. I'm going to make it like this. Then I will activate the sketch environment. I will define the dimension. This one is 10 and this one is 25. I will make sure that this side and this side are equal. So I had selected both the sides by pressing shift on my keyboard and will apply the equal constraint. So both became equal, and we'll repeat the same process for the other sides. These two sides will make it equal. Here you can see. Now what I can do, I can create circles over here. So the circles, I will check the circle sizes. So there are two circles. One is 14 millimeter in diameter and other is 30 millimeters in diameter. So I will go on, activate my circle tool, then we'll select the center. One is 14 and other is 30. So I will create both the circles, then I will define the dimensions. So this is 30 and this is 14. Here you can see. Now I can just click on the finish sketch over here, and we are out of sketch now. Now we are ready to extrude this profile. So I will just activate my extrude tool. We'll select this profile that I want to extrude. So these are the profiles that I want to extrude. I will specify the extrude direction, and then I will give the inputs. So this input here you can see the thickness is 15 millimeter from here. So I can just go on to over here and will write minus 15. Here you can see it got created, and the operation we have to keep here as a join, and we'll press OK to accept the result. So here you can see we had created this profile. So the next task is to create a groove cut like this. Here you can see there is groove cut, and the size of this groove cut is 5 millimeter towards inward. So that we are going to do now. So we'll move back to our design. Here it is. We'll turn on the sketch. This was the sketch, and we'll activate my extrude tool. We'll select that particular profile and we'll write -5 since I want to make a cut towards the body. So here you can see, and the operation here, it is automatically detecting that the cut operation, and we'll press OK to accept the result. And if I turn off the sketch, here you can see this is our result. Now what I can do is this is the profile we had created, and we need the same exact profile on the other side, so we can use the mirror tool. So I will go on to create panel over here, and we'll activate our mirror tool, and instead of selecting here inside this type, I have to select the features. There you can see, and I will select these two features that I want to copy on the other side. Then I have to select the mirror plane, so we'll activate first this mirror plane, and then we'll select this plane as a mirror plane. So for that I have to turn off the body, and then I have to select the plane, and again I will turn on my body to see the preview. Here you can see, and I will press OK to accept the result, and here you can see we had created half of our body structure. If you refer to our design, here you can see we had created this half of our body structure. Now the next task is to create the other half. So we'll move on to that. So here you can see we'll see the dimensions over here. So the dimensions are like it's 15 millimeter outer diameter, then 24, then 15, right? So 30, 24, 15, 3 circles over here on a distance of 30 millimeter. So we'll move on to our sketch, and we'll select, this time I'm going to select this profile as a sketch profile. So I had selected that particular plane, and we'll click on the create sketch tool over here. Here you can see the face is active for sketching. Now I will create a circle over here, somewhere over here like this. So there are 3 circles at this point. So I will just create 3 circles using the same center. And what I can do now is I can define the center of this circle from this point is, if I refer to our document, here you can see this is 30 millimeter. So I will make 30, I will change this to 30 and will press enter. Here you can see I will make sure that this point and this point are collinear. So I will select both the points by selecting shift on my keyboard, and then will apply this horizontal vertical constraint. Now if I move these points, these are it's not possible because we had constrained this in a collinear position. So the next thing is that we had to define the diameters. So this is 30 millimeter, and we'll check the other diameters. So the other is 24 and then 15. So the other is 24 millimeter in diameter, and then the inside one is 15 millimeter in diameter. Here you can see. So this is what we got. And the next thing is that we have to connect the line. So I had activated the line tool from here, and we'll select the corner point and the circle like this. Here you can see. You just have to go over your circle, and it will automatically give you a snap point. So here you can see it is giving me a tangent snap point, and this is what I need. So I will just press in that position, and it will accept the result. So this is my profile what we got, and we'll orbit it little bit like this, and we'll click on the finish sketch from here. And now I'm going to extrude this particular position. So I will check on my drawing over here. So here you can see I had extruded this by a distance of, if you can see here, the distance is 60 minus 30. This means this one is 15 millimeter thick on both sides. So 15 millimeter is the thickness, this one is 15 millimeter, and this one is 20 millimeter. So the first thing that we'll do, we'll activate our extrude tool, we'll select all the profiles, and we'll extrude it towards the other direction like minus 15 millimeter like this. Here you can see. And again I will turn on my sketch, and the other profile that is extruded is by an amount. I will just check over here. So this circle, complete circle, is extruded by 20 millimeter. There you can see. So I will just activate the extrude tool again. We'll select all the profiles, and this one I will extrude 20 millimeters, minus 20. Yeah. And instead of making cut here, I will make sure that it is join operation here. So here you can see like this. And again I will activate my extrude tool. I will select this inner profile and make a cut of minus 5 millimeter. I will just recheck to confirm over here. So the cut is 5 millimeter. So we are doing right, and we'll press OK to accept the results. So here you can see if I turn off my sketch, so this is what I got. Now if I want to mirror this complete features on the other side, so we'll repeat the same process. We'll go over to the create panel over here, then we'll go on to the mirror tool, and here you can see feature is already selected since we had last used this tool already. So I will just select the features that I want to copy on the other side. So these three features, and then we'll select the mirror plane. So I will just orbit little bit, and we'll try to see if I can select the mirror plane. So this is the mirror plane. Here you can see we are getting the preview. So all looks good. So I can just press OK to accept the results. So here you can see this is what we had created in just few minutes inside Fusion 360. So when you had first looked this drawing, it was looking difficult to use, but when you started creating, it is very easy if you follow the right drawing and the right process. So here you can see this is our result. So I will just click save over here to save our design since it is already saved. So we just have to make sure that we keep saving at a certain interval of time. So now we'll move on to creating drawings from this particular 3D design. So let's move on to the drawing space. So this is our 3D model for which we are going to create the drawing for this technical drawing. So I will just here you can see the drawing is already saved. So I just have to go over here on this file menu here, and here you can see the option new drawing from design. So I will just activate this, and here you can see it is automatically selected the design in our drawing space. So the content is definitely the full assembly. If it is not assembly, you can also select the particular component, but since it is just a single part, so we can call it assembly or whatever you can call. So this is for the complete design space. And then we have to specify the standard and the seat size. So I'm changing here the seat size to A2, and here you can see a standard we are following right now is ISO, and units are millimeter. So I will just press OK to accept the result, and Fusion 360 will create me a title block here by default. So it will take few seconds to appear over here. So here you can see it is the features has already been changed, the tools and everything has already been changed. Also we are now switched back to a different work environment. So here you can see, and we are now into different work environment. So by default I am getting a object over here, so I can just place it you can place it anywhere on your drawing space. So this is your title block. I just placed it randomly. So what I can do, I can just cancel and delete the things, and I will click over here on the base view, and here you can see I'm getting the base view. So I will just click it like this. Then what I will do, I will change the scale. So I want to keep a scale of 2:1 to increase the size. Here you can see, and I can also change the view styles. So before moving to view styles, I will just press OK to accept the results. And then here is the projected view. I can create projected view of this particular object from different angles. So I will just activate this projected view tool. I will select the profile, and this is my one view, and this is my other view, and this is my isometric view. So I had clicked all the three, and will just press on this tick icon to accept the results. Here you can see. Here you can see the things are all messed up right now. So what I can do, I can just delete this. This one I don't need. So I had just selected this particular view and deleted this one. So I just need these two. So I had kept these two, and what I can do, I want this to be look like a 3D. I don't want this to be a wireframe model. I want this to be a shaded view. So I will just double click over this particular view and will change it to shaded view. Here you can see. Also, I want to decrease the scale since it's overlapping with our title block. So I will just change the scale to a little bit smaller, maybe 1.5:1, and will accept the result by pressing close. Here you can see. And anytime if I want to move it anywhere on the space, I can just adjust it by moving like this. Here you can see. So this is my object, and now the things is that we need to provide few dimensions and everything. Still I am able to adjust the position of these things. Here you can see. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to specify the center marks on the circles or the areas where we are going to provide the dimensions. So these are the 2 points. Then we also need the center line between these two things. So we'll able to specify the position of these holes and everything. That's why I'm specifying these center lines. These are really important. Here you can see. And now I will just go on to my dimension tool. This is my dimension tool. I can start dimensioning. So I had just activated the tool, and it's similar to our 3D work environment like we used to create a sketch. Just select the corner point of one point to other point, and you can define the dimensions like this. It's very easy tool. Once you will get familiar with this tool, it's pretty easy for you to use. Here you can see I'm just selecting the profiles and it is giving me results, and I'm just dragging it and placing it outside, and I will make sure that we are placing in a way so it will look more kind of professional and more kind of clean look. So whenever you are sharing this technical drawing with anyone, he or she will able to understand the things better. So here you can see I'm just selecting the lines it is automatically giving me a preview. So this way you can dimension your drawing. Here you can see, and adjust your drawing features. So now the things left is we had to define the diameter of these openings that will provide here. So I will just again activate my dimension tool, will select all the 3 circles that I want to define the dimensions. Here you can see it's pretty easy. Now I will define the center line position from the side, this side, and now what I will do, I will define from here to here this much, this one is this much, and from here to here this one is this much, and I will also define this one. So it's pretty easy, it's pretty fast. You can just dimension the things just selecting the corners, and you will able to dimension your objects. So this way you can make technical drawings in Fusion 360. I hope it's pretty easy. It's also simple to follow. If you are stuck at any point, you can just message me anytime to me over my Discord server, because if you have any confusion or anything, you can reach out to me on my Discord server at any point of time. Since I'm available most of the times, or whenever I wake up, I used to answer all the questions and queries that I received on my Discord server. So, and still, if you want to check out our other playlist, you can just go and explore, because we do have lots of material in our YouTube channel that will help you in gaining your experience inside Fusion 360. So here you can see how this is how I am just simply dimensioning all the details. So I think we are done with all the details and dimension in this drawing. Still, if you feel that I had left any dimension or details, you can just comment below in the video, because I just would like to know that you had followed this video correctly or you had watched this video completely. So guys, tell me how was this video. So here you can see we had just completed this drawing. So at any time if you feel that you are finished with the drawing and everything, you can just click on the export here, and you will able to, and you just have to click OK over here, and you will able to export this drawing as a PDF drawing. So here you can see I will just save this drawing on my desktop as a PDF drawing. I will just write the name exercise 07 and will click on the save, and it got exported to my desktop and it got saved to my desktop. So and now if I will just click on the save here to save this particular design and drawing on the same location. So here you can see this is the drawing file that is getting saved. So I will just click on the save here, and it got saved. And one more thing at this point I want to share with you is that anytime if you want to make changes to any dimension, let's say if you want to make this one 35, so you just go on to your design, and what you can do, you have to change that particular circle. So I will go on to that particular sketch that I had created. So I will just double click and edit that particular sketch. So let's say I want to make it 35, so I will just press 35 over here and will click on the finish sketch, and here you can see the things got updated. Now this one is 35, radius is 17.5, so the diameter is 35. And if I save it from here, and here is the magic, if I press OK, and if I go back to my drawing space, here you can see this yellow thing, yellow I can shows over here that the reference object has been updated. So I had to click over here to update my drawing as well. So the moment I had just clicked over here, and Fusion just will take few seconds and it will update the result. Here you can see. So you can quickly make changes to your drawing if you had referenced it with your 3D model correctly. So here you can see I had just referenced this drawing with my 3D model very correctly, and if whatever the changes I am making to my 3D models, it is getting reflected to my drawings as well. So this is how you can do and work inside the Fusion 360. So still, if you have any doubts or questions, just comment below in the video, guys. And if you are just first time to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icons, so we'll keep creating contents like this. And for this particular video, I had a target of about 50 likes. So just hit like button if you find this content useful for you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.